Alright, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. This is my tutorial video on modding in cars. I know a lot of you guys are very interested in this, so let's just get right into it. So, just now I was just casually scrolling through my garage and I realized that I was missing one of my Alfa Romeo P3s. You can see that there's one right here and then I'm driving the other one, but the last one I don't know where it went. I don't really feel like paying some random person on the auction house 10 million credits. So instead, I went to go and try and buy one from the auto show, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Um, so I was only left with one option. That was to mod it in. So modding in cars. When we're modding, as always, the first thing we're going to want to do, we're not trying to get into any trouble, we're just trying to get our Alfa Romeo P3 back. So first things first is to put on our safety goggles. So that means going down here and turning off our Wi-Fi and going offline. So that should keep us a bit safer. So for Forza, it seems like a lot of people are using Cheat Engine um, uh, as a hex editor. So to get Cheat Engine, it's a program. What you want to do is just search download Cheat Engine, click the big green button, and then click all the things it tells you to do. And so once you have Cheat Engine installed and you're offline, you can go ahead and open up Cheat Engine. This is what it looks like. Yes, we want it to make changes. And while we're in it, on the top left, we're going to click this glowy button, select a process. It's going to put you on the applications list. We're going to want to make sure we're looking at processes. We're going to go up to Forza Horizon 4.exe. Open that up. And there we go. So now Cheat Engine and Forza Horizon 4 are working together. We're going to go back to Forza Horizon 4. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to change the value of the addresses of one of these cars in the auto show to be the one for the Alfa Romeo P3. So when we go to buy it, it'll be like we're buying the Alfa Romeo P3 right from the auto show. So first thing we need to do is to find the value of the address for the Alfa Romeo P3. So to do that, we need to scan it, but we can't do that in the auto show because, as we saw, it's not in the auto show. So we need to go to a list of all the cars that are in the auto show, or all the cars in the game. So to do that, I'll show you where we can find one. We just head on over to a race event. There's one right over here. So we just go into a race event. Go to solo, it doesn't matter. Go to create blueprint. If we go to anything goes and we click X to view cars, we can see that there's 636 cars in here. A lot more than are in the auto show. And this will show us every single car, pretty much every single car that there is in the game. And we can see right here we've got our Alfa Romeo P3 that we can go ahead and scan. So to be able to find the address for it though, we need to scan one car and then scan another car, and that'll narrow our addresses found to just one address that'll change with every car as we hover over it. So I know in my head that the value of the address for this Abarth 124 Spider is 2740. So as we're hovering over this Abarth, I'm going to go down to Cheat Engine, and I'm going to enter value 2740, just like that. I'm going to click first scan. So we're scanning this Abarth right now, and it could come up with a random, it varies every time. Sometimes it'll be all the way down to 100 addresses found. Sometimes it'll be all the way up to like 1200. So we've only got 143 this time. Doesn't matter though. We're on this Abarth 124 Spider right now. we're going to go now and hover over our next car, the 695 by Posto. And we're going, I know the address for this is 2489. So we're going to go down to Cheat Engine again. And we're not going to do anything with this scan. We're going to keep these addresses up here. I'm going to type in 2489 up here. And now we're not going to click New Scan. We're going to click Next Scan. And there we have it. It's narrowed us down to just one address here with the value 2489. And you'll see as we move over different cars now, this 595 SS, it's going to change this, so the value of this this 595 SS is 2017. So let's head on over to our Alfa Romeo P3 here. We're hovering it over it, and let's check what the address is for this. 2122. So addresses of cars, the values are going to be the same every time you do this, so you can make a list of all the addresses. I'm going to just write this one down for this Alfa Romeo P3, 2122. There we go. And we'll need to remember that when we go to change the addresses of the other car, because that's what we'll be changing it to. So now that we've got that address written down, we're going to head back out, go back into our auto show. Alright, so there we go. Back in the auto show, we're going to so now we're going to scan a car, and we're going to change the addresses, the value of the addresses, to the value of the Alfa Romeo P3. And then when we go to buy it, it'll act as if it'll think that we're buying an Alfa Romeo P3. So if we're going to do the same thing as last time. We're going to go to Cheat Engine. We can get rid of this scan, New Scan. I'm going to type in 2740 as the value of that 124 Spider. I'm going to click First Scan. There we go. And we're going to scroll down. We're not going to click Next Scan or anything this time, because we're going to change these addresses. So there's always going to be some green ones at the bottom that start with 7. We're going to ignore those ones, and we're just going to focus on the first black one up from the bottom. So sometimes you can get away with just looking at these first 3 numbers in the address and just changing all of the addresses that have the same first 3 numbers. So if I go and scroll up, you'll see that right here, these ones are, this is the last 212, and then it goes 211. Usually you can get away with that, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to scan a little bit more, or change a little bit more, just to make sure we get the address of that 124 Spider. What I just did, I was just holding Shift, and then I clicked the 1 to select all of those. Now that we've got all these ones selected, we're going to click Control and then E at the same time, and we're going to change these now to our value of our Alfa Romeo P3. So 2122 is what I have written down. So this next part you're going to want to do a little bit quicker. You're going to click Enter, and then immediately go back to Forza Horizon 4 and go and buy that 124 Spider that will now be changed to an Alfa Romeo P3. So Enter, Forza Horizon 4, and open that up, and just like that, we're now buying an Alfa Romeo P3 from the auto show, even though we just saw before that it wasn't available in the auto show. So just like that, that's pretty much how it's done. For modding in cars, you can buy any car from the auto show, and yeah, so you may be thinking about these other cars that didn't show up in the list of advanced car restrictions when we went to scan to find the address of this Alfa Romeo P3. So I've got a secret address list that I'll show you guys right now. It's got all these special addresses that you can't normally find. Um, for example, this new flatbed uh, from the Top Gear story. Let's say I wanted to go and just have some fun. I'm not trying to uh, get any cars and make a save or anything like that. Let's just say I'm trying to have some fun and drive some exclusive cars, right? So I've got this address of this flatbed here. I'll just copy that, go back to Forza Horizon 4, hover over this Abarth spider here, and go to back to cheat engine. We're going to go to new scan now. Scan the Abarth with the 2740 up here. There we go. We're going to scroll down, do the same as last time. The first one above the green, shift, and we'll go up about a third of the way. The less addresses you change, the more addresses you change, the more likely your game will crash. But then the less you change, the more likely you'll miss the address uh, of the car you're trying to change. So usually for me, I just go up about a third of the way, or just do the first three numbers. But yeah, so now we're just going to do Control E with these ones selected, and we're going to paste in that address for that flatbed 3279. So same as last time, click enter, and then back to Forza Horizon 4, and we'll be buying that flatbed right from the auto show. So enter Forza Horizon 4, and there we go. There we have it. We're buying for 1.3 million, buying that flatbed from the Top Gear Horizon store right from the auto show. So yeah, hopefully this tutorial video's fulfilled a lot of your satisfactions, or desires, I mean, and yeah, that's how you mod in cars into Forza Horizon 4, buy any car from the auto show. And let's just make sure we've got our 3 Alfa Romeo P3s back in our garage, just like that. I guess this is also how you would become original owner of exclusive cars, like blacklisted POs and all that stuff. Yeah. So, I'm all set. Hopefully you're all set. Ask any questions you have, I guess, to me. And then, yeah, stay tuned for the next videos. I've got a bunch of stuff to show you guys. Hopefully this was interesting, and subscribe, do all the normal stuff everybody else tells you to do.